holes for himself and his wife. And we're going to dedicate it to the great Kevin O'Hara. I honestly was on the way over here last week with the boys, and I always carry Kevin's book everywhere. And the wife said to me, what's that book you're always reading? I said, it's called The Donkey Pilgrims. And I always pick a chapter up here and there. But so I'll probably never see him again anyway. And we walk into Burns pub last night, tap on the shoulder, and there's Kevin O'Hara. Where would you get it? Anyway, it's called The Ferryman, or The Strawberry Beds. And there's a great chorus at the end of this, folks. We're going to let you sing it by yourselves. And we will be asking questions later. So pay attention very closely, all right? All the little boats are gone from the breast of Anna Liffey. Ferrymen, they're stranded on the quay. Sure, the Dublin docks are dying, that way of life is gone. And Molly, it was part of you and me. Chorus. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Was the only job I knew, was hard but never lonely. Liffey Ferry made a man of me. Now he's gone without a whisper, I've forgotten even now. Sure, it's over, Molly, over, can't you see? Try it. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Work. I spend me days in talking, hear them whisper Charlie's on the dole. For Molly, we're still living, and darling, we're still young, and that river never owned me heart and soul. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me. Sing it on your own. Where the straw... Oh, Lord God Almighty. There. I love you all tonight. It's you. If you ever stick to your day jobs. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Thanks a million, the Strawberry Beds. You're a great audience. My God, you'll have to teach you the words, I swear to God. All right, we're going to dedicate this. Anybody here from County Kerry back home, the county of Kerry? We have Darren over there. Look at him. Oh my God. We all have our problems.
There's someone else down there.
All right. We're going to sing a song this time all about a fella who left a place called Castle, Maine in the county of Kerry back in the 1800s. Went off to Australia on holidays, and he ended up becoming a highwayman, robbing the rich to help the poor. Not like our politicians back home who are robbing everybody to help themselves. But that's another day's work. We won't go into that. My God Almighty. A little song called The Wild Colonial Boy. And we always dedicate this to Tom here. Tom, when he lived in Dublin, he came over here a few years ago, goes back and forward the whole time. Before he decided to take up music as a kid, he used to work in a big furniture factory back in Ireland. And he used to send them all over Ireland, laying the lino on the bathrooms and the floors. And he used to call him the Wild Linoleum Boy. So this song is especially for Tom. Something like that. To the key of G for all the musicians. There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland, in a place called Castle, Maine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. At the early age of 16 years, he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shore he was inclined to roam. He robbed the rich to help the poor. He shot James McAvoy. A terror to Australia was the wild colonial boy. One day upon the prairie, as Jack he rode along, and listened to the mockingbird singing a cheerful song. Up stepped a band of troopers, Kelly Davis and Fitzroy. They all set out to capture him, the wild colonial boy. Jack fired a shot at Kelly, which brought him to the ground. And turning round to Davis, he received a fatal wound. A bullet pierced his proud young heart from a pistol of Fitzroy. And that was how they captured him, the wild colonial. Let's see all hands, but there was a wild colonial boy. Jack Duggan was his name. He was born and raised in Ireland, in a place called Maine. He was his father's only son, his mother's pride and joy. And dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. And dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. Thank you very much, the wild colonial boy. Alright, this time we have a request for a song, and Mike is going to sing it for you. And it's a great old song called Finnegans Wake. Tell them all about it there, Mike.
Oh, you see, we Irish will sing about anything. Anyone here ever been to a real Irish wake?
I was the corpse once.
It still is. Oh, do you know, if you've been to a real Irish wake, though, you wouldn't remember it. If it was a real Irish wake.
Actually, Mike, I have to tell them, now, as a mark of sympathy, folks, I won't hold you up, I'm not going to bore you, I know time is short, but before we come over here, we were invited to a wake, a friend of ours up in Donegal, where the Screaming Orphans are from. Don't you love the Screaming Orphans? Yeah. I don't have any children, but as true as God, if they let me know in the morning, I would adopt the 4 of them. I would, I swear to God. Anyway, up around where they're from, we were invited up to a friend of mine, Mary, phoned me and she said, Sean, John Joe just passed away, will you please come up and play at the wake? And we did. We drove all the way from Dublin to Donegal. And when we got there, the place was jammed. John Joe and Mary live in one of the last little thatched cottages left in Ireland, up in Donegal. And we couldn't get near the place with so many people. He was a very popular guy, musician, everything else. And when we got there, we had to call the police. We knew the police officers. And they brought us all the way up to the cottage. And we still couldn't get into the cottage. And when we got there was John Joe, the corpse, lying on the ground, flat out, and on the cement floor. And I said, Mary, I said, this is very disrespectful. I said, you can't just leave the corpse there. And she said, Sean, the tables are all taken up with the drink. I'm serious. It's not true, Mike. And she said, the dresser is taken up with all the food. There's nowhere else to put them. I said, the only other time when we were at a wake of this sort was a friend of Tom's passed away down in Kerry. And I said, what we did was, it was the same situation. They didn't know where to put the corpse. He was on the floor. I said, so what I suggested was, you get a chair, you put it under his head. You get another chair and put it under his back. And another chair and put it under his feet. And that gets him up off the floor. She said, that's a great idea. She said, can we have 3 chairs for the corpse? And they all went, hip hip.
Hip hip.
Oh, Lord. Going home. Anyway, it's not your fault.
You're all invited to this wake. You see, it's about Finnegan. He was a builder's labourer in Dublin. And as they say in Dublin, he was a martyr for the drink. Now,